The warning. It started with a dare, as most bad ideas do. Jake was your typical internet addict, always chasing the next thrill. One night, while hanging out on a Discord server, someone mentioned kekma.net in hushed tones. "You've never heard of it?" one user typed. "It's not just a site, it's an experience, but you'll regret it if you go there." That warning was all Jake needed to hear. The more people told him to stay away, the more curious he became. He ignored their warnings about how the site wasn't just messed up, but something worse, cursed. Late that night, in the dim glow of his monitor, Jake typed the URL into his browser. The site. The screen went black for a moment before a jarring, high-pitched screech erupted from his speakers. He frantically fumbled to turn the volume down, but the noise was deafening. Images began to flash across the screen. Gruesome, distorted faces, violent scenes that looked far too real, and symbols he couldn't recognize. Jake tried to close the tab, but it wouldn't respond. His mouse was frozen, and his keyboard refused to work. The images kept cycling, faster and faster, until one froze on the screen, a pale, eyeless face staring directly at him. The face began to move. Its lips twisted into a grin, and Jake swore he heard it whisper, "You shouldn't have come here." The aftermath. Jake finally managed to shut his laptop, his heart pounding. The room felt colder, heavier, as though something unseen was watching him. He told himself it was just a prank site, designed to shock users. But as he tried to sleep, he couldn't shake the feeling that something had followed him. Over the next few days, Jake's life spiraled. His laptop refused to boot up, but every now and then, it would turn on by itself, showing brief flashes of that same eyeless face. His phone began receiving cryptic messages, strings of random numbers and symbols, and once a photo of himself sitting at his desk, taken from behind. The worst part? He was alone when the photo was taken. The descent. Jake started hearing things at night, soft whispers tapping at his windows, even though he lived on the third floor. His friends stopped hearing from him as he withdrew into paranoia, convinced that whatever curse was tied to kekma.net had latched onto him. One night, he woke up to find his laptop glowing in the corner of his room. The screen displayed a live video feed of his bedroom. In the video, he wasn't alone. A shadowy figure stood over his bed, unmoving. Jake turned to look, but nothing was there. When he turned back to the screen, the figure was closer, its featureless face filling the frame. It raised a hand and pointed directly at the camera. The feed cut to black, and his laptop shut down. The warning comes full circle. The next day, Jake's Discord friends noticed he was gone. His account had been deactivated, and no one could reach him. Weeks later, police found his apartment abandoned. His laptop was missing, and his phone had been smashed to pieces. Some say he vanished without a trace. Others believe the curse of kekma.net finally claimed him. But every so often, new users on that Discord server get a DM from a long inactive account. The message is always the same: don't visit kekma.net. And that's the story of Jake, and why some doors on the internet are better left unopened. Remember, some corners of the internet are better left unexplored, because once you step in, you may never come back out. If you enjoyed this chilling story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to never miss a terrifying tale. Follow FableScope for more eerie stories that will keep you up at night.